Hey Justin, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Ethan?
How you doing? How you doing?
Doing good, just hanging outside my house here in Arizona in Flagstaff.
Sweet. I'm excited to be here and get the whole tour, right?
Yeah, I'm really excited to share my work. This is a passion project of mine where I really got to kind of customize my lifestyle in a mobile fashion as a minimalist.
Sweet, sweet. Can we get a tour then?
Yeah, why don't you come on in?
Sweet. So how long have you been living in this?
I've been living in this for 3 years.
Okay. Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, come on in. It's a nice little homey space. And so here we just have the front cab with like a little pocket door action. And I just want to kind of shout out to all the rest of the van life community that helped inspire a lot of this. So this is kind of nice for privacy and also to keep that heat out and the cold. This is my dinette space with a lagoon table with a lot of degrees of freedom and just kind of hanging out with friends, doing work and doing things for my podcast and writing out ideas here on the whiteboard, my spice rack and everything because I love to cook. And a couple other features that I'm really proud of are my hanging closet here. If you look there, I'm able to have my jackets, my dress attire, some of it, and then beneath the seat is additional storage for like shoes, laundry, a couple other odds and ends.
Awesome, yeah. It seems like you really thought about everything in this design.
Thanks.
And how long did the build process take then?
It was about 9 months in Easton, Pennsylvania, as I was a teacher working over in New Jersey.
Sweet. And how long were you a teacher for?
I was a teacher for 13 years, starting in mathematics and computer programming, little computer science, did some educational technology for a district with a one-to-one iPad program. And then I was kind of recognized to take on the helm of a couple computer science academies that were 4-year programs for grades 9 through 12. And that was a really awesome project. And now I'm on sabbatical. This rig allowed me to save money from rent so that I could be here on the West Coast, basing myself in Las Vegas, so I could find my vibe tribe there and plant my roots.
I love it. I love it. Super cool. Yeah, what I really admire is how like intentional everything about your life is, you know? You've really thought things through and you've tried to build a life that like is best for you, and that's super inspiring. So yeah, let's keep going with the tour. What else you got?
Yeah, so I have my range here where all my culinary alchemy happens, and an oven which is primarily used for storage, but it's always nice to heat up some pizza or cook some fresh baked cookies. Down here I have some additional access to things that I use in the kitchen, followed by my sink arrangement here, freshwater tap using Fizz Life with a 3-phase filter, so anywhere I go I can make sure that I have fresh water with my gray water tank, and then trash. And the sink is really spacious because I'm using a lot of dishes, and I just kind of wanted to streamline that process and have it easy to clean. So it's like a nice deep sink here. And then when
let's check that out. Let's give it some more time.
it's a used sink.
It's a little dirty.
But this was a concrete artist in Easton, Pennsylvania, so shout out to him. And it's reinforced with fiberglass, so it's really light. And then behind me are where the dreams happen on the cloud. And I'll shuffle through so that you could get a nice space back there to check things out.
Yeah, no, this seems like a great amount of space. Yeah, it's like is it a full like?
It is a full-size bed.
Okay, sweet. And you have a fridge here too, right?
Yeah. So I'm able to keep a lot of my food in here, make it go the distance with a freezer for smoothies.
And what's your favorite thing to cook?
Ooh, I mean, anything whole food, plant-based. And really, I just try to focus macro on a different style of cuisine. I'm like Mediterranean or Korean, and then I just go from there and just put it all together.
Awesome. A little fusion inspired by your travels, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I lived in Korea for a little bit back in 2009 and loved the language and the culture.
Sweet.
Up here we have overhead space. So that allows me to get access to things that I'm doing, because The name for the van is Pivot, which is like Falcor's cousin, so the luck dragon from Neverending Story. So I'm always just able to maximize my time and energy, having easy access to just the things that I need. So this controls the heat here, and this, whenever I'm trying to do something that's for like house appliances, I could just turn that on and blend up smoothies.
This is Ethan here, the guy behind the camera. Quick intermission here. If you're enjoying the video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more. Okay, that's it. Back to the video.
All right, to continue the tour here of the back part of the cab. So this is overhead for clothing and toiletries. And then I also have this nice slide out for additional storage of my clothing. Yeah, so this is on this side, a nice way for me to compartmentalize my shower in a wet bath configuration. So then I have a diverter there for the system for the restroom. And it's all watertight and everything, so that I'm able to keep the whole integrity sound and not rusting out.
Yeah, that seems so convenient that you don't have to like run off to find a shower or find a bathroom, right?
Yeah, it is so nice, like in the middle of the night, not have to go out in the cold or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were previously doing like Subaru life, right?
Yeah, I lived out of a Subaru Outback for about a year, and that's kind of what gave me a lot of the ideas to get this build right the first time.
Awesome. Well, I think you did a beautiful, beautiful job.
Thanks. Shall we take a tour of the outside?
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. And then the fingerboard, of course, can't forget that. All right, so here we are on the outside. And I installed these fiberglass flares so that I could put the bed horizontal and gain extra footage inside my living space. And just was able to insulate them to continue to make sure that the inside environment was very controllable. Put on bigger tires just so I could go off-road and make sure that I wasn't running into any flat tires from rocks. As a van lifer, things are going to break and you're going to be on the road, so I have extra materials like for the water pump, the electric, and any tool that allows me to then fix those.
Sweet.
Inside here we have the garage.
The garage, I like it, I like it.
So before we dig into that, actually, I really love my space for my books. So here I got some guidebooks for my rock climbing. And then over there, next to my bed, I have a couple other books that I like to pull out at night and read. So underneath here.
Yeah, what you got in here?
So this is where all my adventure gear is stashed. So just my couple trad racks for rock climbing, packs for that, harnesses, yoga mat, 25-gallon freshwater tank, and then on this left-hand side I got my 2 crash pads for bouldering, and then squeezed there on the left-hand side on the wheel well to balance the weight with the water is the electrical system. And I also have an on-demand hot water heater that's made out of entirely of copper, so as long as I have the fan running I can have hot water, which is kind of nice when it gets really cold out. Yeah. Let's check out the roof deck.
Yeah, for sure. Climb on right up. Not your first rodeo.
So what I'm doing here is going to unfasten this solar panel to create more deck space. It's a really cool design that I'm happy to share. It allows me to make the surface of the van multi-purpose. And I really love having coffee up here and stargazing. It's the best.
Sweet.
So it's just kind of flips over on top of the other one. And so then people can just come up here, hang out, enjoy the scenery like here in beautiful Flagstaff, Arizona.
Sweet. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the tour. This was like such a privilege to get to see your artistry.
Thank you.
And yeah, thanks for everything.
Thanks. And one thing I want to mention is that wood that we saw on the inside is upcycled pallet wood from around the counties where I used to work. So that was a really cool project to unearth this wood that was otherwise on its way out to a landfill and to give it a second life.
I love it. Yeah, really cool. I love how you brought your full self into this build, and I just love what you're all about. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
See you, Ethan.
Okay, peace out.
Peace out.
Okay, it's Ethan again. That's the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed the van tour. Justin is so incredibly inspiring. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing and leaving a little comment down below. It would really help. But with that, I hope you have a super awesome day.